collaborative research so that we can carry forward. We will discuss first and then we will form a framework and then we will proceed for the submission in the near future. This is our aim for this particular meeting. So I will request one by one to introduce yourself and give a little brief about your research area. So I will ask from that side to start.
Very good morning to all. I am Dr. Sadhan and I am a faculty of biochemistry in the Department of Food and Nutrition at Barrackpore Rastraguru SN College, West Bengal State University. And I am also an executive secretary at International Society of Waste Management, Air and Water. Like water in arsenic in water, nanoparticles for bioremediation. I have also keen interest in antimicrobial resistance. That is a very important topic these days because we are all getting resistant to antibiotics. We have to take higher and higher dose. So I have also done some work on biomedical waste, that is disposal of sanitary napkins. So it's a broad field, but mostly covering areas of waste management and also microbiology to some extent. Thank you so much.
Not to elaborate so much, only your name, institute and very smaller area of your research. Please, go ahead.
Good morning to everyone. My name is Techno and I have recently joined ISWMAW to associate Prof Sadhan K Ghosh, and I will be saying this is the first time here to attend this collaborative meeting. So I'm here to see how the other faculty speaks, what are the areas of interest. I will be putting them out as well, which I knowledge as well. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. And so I'm Dr. Prof from Techno India University from the Department of Chemistry. And thank you, sir, for the opportunity here today. And the research interest is, as I'm a chemistry background, so I used to synthesis various materials for diverse applications like for device, for nanomaterials, for waste management, catalyst for NOx apartment to reduce the air pollution. I'm presenting the research. Yeah.
My name is Dr. Prof Sadhan. I am from Techno India University and Department of Chemistry. My field of research is electrocatalysis and photocatalysis. So I generally make synthesis various type of nanoparticles and for catalysis and use in hydrogen evolution reaction and for oxygen evolution reaction and ammonia synthesis. Thank you.
Myself, Goda Chakraborty. I am a faculty, teaching faculty in IEM, presently pursuing with my PhD, and at present I am not doing any research work on waste management. I have come on interest, and if it happens so, I may participate. Good morning and welcome to all the dignitaries here, and welcome Dr. Sadhan K Ghosh, who is from Xavier University. I am also a Xavier University. So actually I worked 33 years in industry. Presently I am doing PhD with Xavier at the age of 63 with Dr. Vijay Bhattacharya. The field is basically micro and nano manufacturing on EDM of non-metallic items which are ceramic in nature and sort of nitinol, which is very difficult to manufacture. I am not a field of waste management. That's a lot to be left.
I am Dr. Vijay Bhattacharya. I am presently a faculty in the Institute of Engineering and Management in Department of Mechanical Engineering for last 1 year. So my research work is mainly focused on gas turbine combustion and multi-phase flow in porous media, and let me see how can I contribute to this discussion. Good morning everyone. Myself Varun Das. I am associate with Mechanical Engineering Department of IEM. My research area is Material Science and Engineering.
Good morning, Asim Kaur. Area of interest composite material, faculty of IEM. Good morning everyone, I am Dr. Pannonia. I work as a faculty member in the Mechanical Engineering Department of IEM, and my research domain is contact mechanics of nano and micro size contact elements. Thank you.
A very good morning to all of you. I am Dr. Ruchira Mukherjee. I am a faculty of the BSc department, and my research interests include environmental regulation, including using bioethanol. Good morning to all, one and all present over here. This is Dr. Tina Basu. I am the Associate Professor in the Department of Basic Science and Humanities. I used to work in the interdisciplinary area of material synthesis, integrated with material science, with an application in environmental science using the analytical methods. Thank you.
I'm from St. Xavier University, Utah, and my basic discipline is management business studies. And my research interests areas of area where research is done is primarily business studies and social impact studies. Of course, covering areas of environment and services.
Good morning, one and all. I am Dr. Monanika Day. I am Assistant Professor of Management in St. Louis University. My research area includes green practices and integrating them with management processes and behavioral practices.
Yes, good morning to each and everyone present in this meeting. I am Professor Gunjan Kumar, Assistant Professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering in IEM Kolkata. Also, lead faculty in charge for our Center of Excellence Climate Change, recently upcoming. The new center has notified by our university. Also, I am very much active, involved at various levels at national and international societies, ISRE and ESRE. I am holding the national post in both societies, and a lot of events upcoming. I will let you know that also where the West Management Society I think is good to go. That is upcoming. On the research fronts, before that I have a total 17 years of experience, with 7 years of industry experience and 10 years of industry experience. Out of this 7 years of industry, where I have opportunity to work with coal handling plant, coke handling plant, reacting beneficiation plants, and all this with Mecon, SAIL, and all these Vedanta industries. With this academic funds, I am working right now on my research domain of building energy, then HVC system sizing, net zero energy, water, and the waste management for the built districts. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rishita Day, and I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, IEM. My area of research includes computational fluid dynamics and fluid power systems. I've also worked a little bit of construction on construction and development. Thank you.
Yeah, so very good morning. I'm Dr. Xavier. I'm a chemical engineer, faculty of Heritage Institute of Technology. So I do work on energy and environment field, so waste management in the field of microbial fuels, then hydrogen production, bioethanol production, also the wastewater treatment, portable, hydrogen reactor, industrial wastewater management system. I do work a lot of consultancy with the industry. Presently, Coal India is our one of the consultants. We are providing them how to do the fogging system there for the coal year. Also, I am a director of research and training of Indian Institute of Chemical Engineers, which is a professional society, second highest members after Institute of Engineers India in India. So also I served 4th term as a national secretary 2020-23. So I am involved in a lot of other activities also as society does. We had also various activities. So that I will tell during my presentation. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Mandakini Bandyopadhyay, Associate Professor, Department of Electrical Engineering, Institute of Engineering and Management, Salt Lake Campus. My research area is electrical and electronics instrumentation and control. And after my PhD, I will focus on working on different smart sensors and low-cost AI-based systems. Thank you.
So I am Dr. Rahul Vishwa. I am Associate Professor and Assistant Executive of IEM Mechanical Department. And my research area includes waste management, waste to energy, food processing, and optimization engineering, and resource solution, resource utilization. And I have been working in this domain for last 11 years. And I am associated with ISWMAW and Sadhan Sir for last 11 years.
I am Dr. Amish Mungu. I am the Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Department of Basic Science and Humanities, Institute of Engineering and Management, Kolkata. I have joined here just few months back. So before that, I have completed my MSc and PhD from IIT Barrackpore. There I have worked on the water oxidation catalysis. Here also I have started the water splitting, hydrogen evolution, and water oxidation. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Guru is there, Apurva and Navakrishna. Introduce yourself in very short with your research area.
We are working on renewable energy field, especially on biomass to energy conversion. We are particularly working on gasification of bioresidues. We developed a auto gasifier for poultry waste, and we are now working for this biogas green hydrogen projects.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, anybody from Bardhaman University?
Sir, good morning to all of you, sir. Myself, Professor Navukon Patel from Bardhaman University, Department of Environmental Science. My research area, mainly I like to work with waste material. Basically, we are using vegetable waste, agricultural waste, and that waste is utilized to purify the underground water. And as we know that our West Bengal is suffering from two important underground solution pollutant, that is fluoride and nitrate. And at the same time, we also emphasis on the arsenic. So mainly three pollutants we are considering: arsenic, fluoride, and nitrate. Okay, by using variety of waste, even in your dining table, when you left your, any residue in your dining table after finishing your lunch and dinner, that material is also likely used. As for example, fish, residue, we are likely use. Even we are using some vegetable waste, say egg cell, and all other vegetable like coconut, fibrous material, even in the sugarcane sugarcane magazine. So lots of material, and not only used to purify the underground water, but also we are executing the same in the international audience. That means we are success in every respect, using all the material. Yesterday, I have published one very important work by using the film, and that made it a wonderful material for removing of nitrate pollution or nitrate pollutant from the underground water. So my work is based on the purification of underground water by using solid waste, mostly agricultural and vegetable waste. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, Professor Bardhaman Ghosh is ready, sir.
Please introduce.
Yes, sir.
So thank you both for your this type of gesture and the initiative you have taken to collaborate all these things with the India-Hungary and Collaborative Research Network meeting. Actually, thank you everybody present here today. Our basic interest is to remove as well as to use and restore the mining areas in Raniganj, Asansol, Raniganj, Goldfield areas. This is a very vast area where the mining pipes are dumped in, and they are leaving some huge reservoir of water, and this wasteland is right now used in the normal capacity, that how to we monitor this water body for the future uses. So this type of work, basically, we are doing basically, we are doing for characterization of the waste materials in different parts, and their characterization, typical characterization, biological characterization of waste material present in and around the places. So So thank you everybody for giving this opportunity to introduce ourselves and to have this opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I don't think that anybody is online. So let us now start our proceedings.
We are actually working on different types of field right now in our department. One of the most important aspects that we are working on waste management, where Dr. Rahul Goyal, the Assistant HOD of Mechanical Engineering Department, is working on this field, and we constantly in every year we are doing symposium, and this year we are targeting to do an international conference on the solid waste management under the area of Dr. Rahul Goyal. Apart from that, we are also working on 3D printing and additive manufacturing, and every year we are also conducting one symposium on that area. And recently we have started the sustainable energy engineering under the age of Professor Gunjan Kumar, and we are working on that. Not only that, with the different types of research activities, we are also targeting the minor degree as per the ICT curriculum. So apart from providing our students to BTech in mechanical engineering, we are also giving them a minor degree in sustainable energy engineering. This year we are also starting with robotics and automation as another aspect of the minor degree. So Professor Ishita Dey and Professor Dr. Vikas Choudhury is working on that field of robotics and automation. In this aspect, I am talking about our domain, where me and some team members are working on manufacturing, on advanced manufacturing. We are making some collaboration with Barrackpore University, where we are working on some 3D printing aspect, where some PhD research scholars will be working on that area, and we are looking forward to have more collaboration with Sir. When Sir is there, Sadhan Sir is there, it is a great honor for us to work under his mentorship and his expertise. He is working on this solid waste management. It will be very much helpful for us to work and explore on this field. Thank you.
Right. My friend Norbert, he is from University of Pannonia.
Good morning, everybody. And apologize again for the delay. It was a little bit long journey for us. Just started at 10 maybe. So it takes 2 hours, 4.5 kilometers. But possibly cheap. Okay, so thank you very much for taking the possibility to be participation in the meeting. My name is Water Mech Engg Dept. From my colleague is Sadhan K Ghosh. We are from Hungary, from Barrackpore. You know, Hungary is a small country in Central Europe. The population is less than the population of Kolkata.
Yeah.
Because we are less than 10 million. Next, my department is MOL department. It's part of common core process. MOL is the nickname of our national oil company. The company has approximately 25 million tons crude oil capacity refinery, which is one of the biggest in the Central Europe. Originally, the department is focused on coal and hydrocarbons. Nowadays, we just moved to sustainability and waste recycling and hydrogen and CCU, CCS, so carbon capture processes. So that's all briefly. We are really happy to be in India. Thank you.
Thank you.
So first of all, I mentioned my name is Sadhan K Ghosh from the Department of General and Hydrocarbon and Coal Processing, and my research focuses on alternative production. So I investigate
Sorry, be closer to the microphone.
So my research focuses on engine fuel production from different types of raw materials such as biomass, vegetable oils, and synthetic gas, and investigating processes are shell torsion synthesis, hydrogenation, and oxygenation, and catalyst-specific optimization of the process parameters and product development.
Thank you. Thank you. So now let us start our proceedings for today. You know that I'll tell you the objective of our meeting.
So what I started a few years back, that apart from my own collaboration, I am taking interest and encouraging people from different other universities to have collaboration, international collaboration, so that the work which is carried out in India is spreaded about all over the world, and we can have better coordination, better knowledge exchange with other countries. So with Norbert and Sabina, I have started working from, and some of other friends there in Hungary, Joseph Kovacs. So we started this, you know that this project we wrote during the early COVID period, you can remember.
Yes.
It was in 2020 when we all were on leave. We wrote this project, and it's around, say, September 2020 we got this project, and that was a great news for all of us that during that time we got this project, India-Hungary industrial project. That was for India, it was around 35 lakh, and for you, how much? How much was the grant? Can you remember?
Yeah, total. Together with the company, it's 70 million Hungarian forints, so it's roughly.
So in that way, you know that we had an industry partner in Hungary, but after some time, huh?
12.
How much?
12 million rupees.
12 million.
12 million.
So that was more because they have the industry partner also.
Yes.
But unfortunately, after 1.5 years, around 1 year, that company in Hungary closed down. So as a matter of fact, then we started only, apart from that industry partner, we started the work. And it is continued. Our Indian partner work is completed. Completed means the fund is exhausted and they will not allow more funding. They had some funding. That's why we decided that come here and see how we can go further. So that's the reason. So today we have come here to develop some collaborative efforts with Hungarian partner for different institute and also within Indian partners. And you know that our project was mainly what was that? Pyrolysis. Pyrolysis using sludge. We develop the technology, and then it is, carried out, the experimentation is carried out. But that doesn't mean that that is only our work area. And here, they have also an environment department. They have around 5 engineering faculties who have number of people who have initiated research, and they have some good projects also as of now. So today's objective of this meeting is to develop research collaboration. So in that way, you don't think that the collaboration should be only through the research project and funding. My theory of collaboration, the first, we can develop project proposal whenever there is a funding call. Because you know that India, Hungary, number of times they announce the funding calls. So in that way, we can apply. This is one. But the possibility of that is less because every day it is not coming. Maybe once in a blue moon, maybe once in, 2 or thrice a year. On the other hand, there are project call of European community. So one of the European community country is Hungary. So if we have that type of call, through our contacts, we can take some other country and we can develop that project. Is that right?
Yeah, right, absolutely.
Yeah. This is with respect to the project is concerned, project funding. What are other types of collaboration? Number 2, you know that there are, areas where the relation is cross-cutting. Like say from St. Xavier's College, my friends, those two beautiful ladies, can you identify those two beautiful ladies?
It's 4 ladies.
Those two. Yeah.
Right.
So they work in management and also the social aspects of different areas. And you know that any of that technology, whenever we develop, management is very much associated with each of the areas, because you know that today the interdisciplinary areas of research has lot of funding throughout the world. Like somebody is working on nano particles. You know, nanoparticle, you may be working on a particular material, but nano is now applicable to many of the areas, even in waste management. Like somebody was telling about working in AI. You are working in AI. Yeah. So AI is also applicable to many of the places today. I don't know what is your application area, but we can explore the areas where we can have a potential collaboration. So the second part is developing joint article for publication in the journal, right? The third, you know that we have always, desire to go outside India, or if it is outside India, a person, foreign country, they desire to come to India. So in that way, this is either official exchange program or non-official exchange program. Like it may happen that, okay, we will have a move between these two universities. So whenever you are coming to my university, we will provide you the accommodation. Similarly, whenever we will be going to your university, you will give us the accommodation, the rest of your expenditure. And in the exchange program, there can be the exchange program of the students. The students who are going there, a project for 1 month, come back, and similar way to Indian universities. And the fourth one is, you know that we have a very big platform of conference, International Conference on Sustainable Waste Management and Circular Economy. And in that conference, we have people from around 60 countries who joins. This year also we have a program in Vizag from November 28 to December 1. So the publication, the presentation, attendance, joining the conference, that will be another collaboration with different Indian universities as well as different other, foreign universities. So these are the 4 areas of intervention which we can have as a collaborative effort. And today I am already announcing, because this international conference, I am the founder of that conference, and the 14th conference will be in Vizag. So all of these people who will be interested will form a working group from this research area, and we will also work for the conference, mobilizing the paper, and the other way we will see, or maybe holding one session by this group or 2 sessions by this group. So that will be there. So today our plan is, first we will listen to you guys, maybe one from each institute, 5 to 10 minutes, that what is your area of work which you propose for the collaboration. And as we are little late, so don't take more than 10 minutes. my request. Okay. Each institute. And then maybe IEM we can give 2 slots because there are many more people here. And then we will take some food because we will be hungry. And after lunch, what we will do is sit together, discuss, because you know that who are working in which area. So develop at least some 3 proposals for collaborative article writing for publication. Develop some 3 proposals, project proposal that, okay, this can be one of the areas, like sustainability, one of the very important area today. And also, I have already told that we will include you in the working group. So at least these 3 areas we will develop together so that at the end we have some outcome of the workshop that, okay, these 3 groups will be writing articles. These 3 groups will be developing some project proposal. Don't think of funding now. Make a proposal and then think of whenever the call comes, you can think of the funding proposal and other things. It is not today, it's not possible to make the whole thing, but at least the framework, and then you can, discuss further and you make the whole proposal. So, if everybody agrees, then we will come to the next part. Is that okay? Do you have any question at this point of time? Nobody. Okay. So let us go by this. First, I'll request my friends from Pannonia University to make a presentation for 10 minutes and tell us what are the areas where we can collaborate. Our today's meeting is a preparatory meeting for that type of call to respond, right? So whenever those call comes, please, the group has already been formed, you are also in that group, so please inform there and start discussing that what can be the proposal and how to go ahead and all these things. He is now making a presentation of their work area. Just watch his presentation. He will be presenting for next 10 minutes. All right.
So the first slide just representing some pictures about Hungary. So as I mentioned, Hungary is a small country in Europe with less than 10 million people, and the area it's a little bit less than 100,000 square kilometers. Next slide, please. So this is the slide about the University of Pannonia. The University of Pannonia, it's West Prem, it's really close to Lake Balaton, approximately 15 kilometers in north side of the Lake Balaton. It's the biggest lake otherwise in Central Europe. Please, next one. The university has 5 faculties: faculties of business and economics, faculty of engineering, faculty of modern philology and social sciences, faculty of information technology, and we have a campus in Zalaegerszeg, which is not far from West Prem, 100 kilometers. Next slide, please. Next one. Okay, something about the department. Department, one of the founder department of the universities, because the universities was founded just right after the Second World War. The department was founded at 1951, and nowadays we're just trying to focus on the cooperation, focusing to the industrial and other economic sectors. So one of the main of our aim is scale up and reprocesses and the profitability. Okay, together with the science, naturally. Please, next one. And the department focusing to that areas which is really close to the refinery and petrochemistry. So we have experience in petrol refining, lubricants, additives, recycling, petrochem processes, chemical processes, and the catalysis. Next one, please. And the next slide, the sum of the next slides, I would like to just show some examples of our facilities, experiments, and reactors. This is one of our newest reactors. It was maybe come 2 years before, as I remember. It is a really big project. The budget was roughly 500 million Hungarian forints, which is a little bit less than 100 million rupees. This is a German multi-section reactors containing 4 different reactors otherwise, 2 times 90 ml and 2 times 180 ml reactors, which you can use otherwise parallel in serial. The maximal pressure is 200 bars. The maximal temperature is 500 degrees C. In that reactor, we just testing different catalysts and investigate some refinery close processes such as hydrosulfurization, hydrodewaxing, reforming, isomerization, etc. And nowadays we just develop the reactor focusing to synthesis gas application, to physiotroph synthesis and synthetic alcohol synthesis. So synthetic fuel and synthetic alcohol synthesis. Thank you. The department, one of the leader, maybe you heard about rubber bitumen. Rubber bitumen is a mixture of bitumen and rubber. This is a really famous in California to just construct the pavement or the roads. You know, the waste rubber can cause some problems. So one question, how can you utilize the waste rubber? This is one of the possibilities to just ground rubber and use the scrub rubber in the bitumen application for pavement. The problem is the separation. So some years before we developed the new additives, which is keeping in a sustainable phase of the rubber in case of the transportation and storage. So that was the novelty. And nowadays we have an operating plant belongs to the MOL, the National Oil Company, to mixing the bitumen and rubber and making a pavement for the motorways. This one. Otherwise, the process is patented. The department has experience in chemical synthesis operation. You know, we have a chemical engineering course, bachelor and master. Both of the courses are accredited by the British ICAM. Maybe you heard about the ICAM, Institution of Chemical Engineers. This is a British brand. It was founded in 1923, and nowadays the member number it's over, as I know, 30,000 in worldwide, which is really popular in UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the Commonwealth. It's really important. It means that our chemical engineering diploma is accepted all of the Commonwealth with the same level. So some of the students has a possibility to take a semester in other universities which is accredited by the ICAM. So belongs to the teaching activities. We have different laboratories focused on the operation unit. Operation unit any. Okay, separation, distillation, extraction, and in the chemical engineering. Next one, please. Hungary is really poor in crude oil. Approximately less than 10% of the out consumption comes from Hungary. It means that we need to developing some new processes to just come more away from the reservoir. One of that possibilities is the AEOR, enhanced oil recovery. It means that we develop the new polymers to just grab the crude oil from the rock and crude oil from the water phase and just reaching roughly 3-5% extra oil recovery from the reservoir. Lubricants and additives. The department has a long story in additive synthesis. We just producing additives for lubricants and fuels any. Detergent dispersant, anti-friction, viscosity index modifier, cold side, any. Plastic development, plastic processes. We have items, different extruders, testing, tensile tens, flexural, etc. Sharp impact strength tester for developing the composite and polymer blends and biopolymers, for example, PLA and other biopolymers. Recycling of waste, for the waste recycling, we're focusing both the chemical and mechanical recycling. By chemical recycling, we transform the waste plastic to liquids and liquid hydrocarbons and gases. as the pictures show, we have many energy care facilities focusing to raw material and liquid and solid hydrocarbons, different GC, GCMS, GPC, FTI or DSC. So it's really commonly used in the scientific world. This is our dream about how it's possible to utilize, but time is really gone, so I think we can just shift it towards. I have 2 minutes. I have 4 slides, so I think the time is okay. Nowadays, we have a really big development at the university, which is roughly 200 million rupees. It means that we just developing 5 different reactor construction. One is gasification, the waste gasification reactor with up to 2 kilos per hour feed capacity, maximum 1000 degrees C, and transforming the biomass and other waste to synthesis gas. The next one is, sorry, go back please. Next one is a waste pyrolysis reactor. The waste pyrolysis reactor is so the main aim to pyrolyzing and the waste, but not for gases, but also for liquids. This one please. The capacity otherwise is the same, so up to 2 kilos per hour. Synthesis gas, it's go into the high pressure catalytic reactor system, transforming the hydrogen and CO to synthetic hydrocarbons and longer alcohols, not only methanol but also longer alcohols. The fourth one is steam cracker. Steam cracker is a key unit in the petrochemistry, and by steam cracker we would like to just transform the liquid hydrocarbons from the pyrolysis to C2 and C3 olefins, which is a really important fractions in the petrochemical sectors. Nowadays we have, this is a list about the current cooperation. So we have many European Union supported projects, RISE projects supporting the stuff in exchange and innovation, and other bilateral project. We have a collaboration with European Union countries and Asian countries, Australia, etc. Okay, so we focusing to working together, as Professor Ghosh mentioned, creating some joint papers, joint projects, because the world is really small. I think that's all what I would like to. Maybe in the next slide, a really short list about our current projects. So you can maybe check it in the internet. What is the main aim? What is the budget? What is the cooperation? 10 minutes.
Good. So now I request representatives from IEM.
So this is about the IEM, Institute of Engineering Management, which is now a constituted college of University of Engineering Management, Kolkata. And we will talk about a little bit about the college because it's one of the oldest college of West Bengal. It's established in 1989. It's currently now a constituent college of University of Engineering and Management, Kolkata. It is a NAC A grade and in NRF in the band of 150 to 200. And total number of department is around 18. So the Department of Mechanical Engineering was established in 2013 with total number of faculties at 29. And total number of students currently is 150. And total number of laboratories is 19. And these are some of the pictures. This vehicle, as you can see, this is manufactured in our college, and we won the national championship in 2023 and 22, and 2023 we have been ranked 2nd. So these are the overview of some of the areas like paper publication of last 3 years, 89 patents, already 2 published. Funded research project including the seed fund from our institutes is 20.28 lakh. Consultancy is around 13 lakh. Foreign lectures from the distinguished lecturers like 147, and moves with different university like University of Huddersfield, University of Hertfordshire. So it's around 16, and also with industries. So these are the MOs and research collaboration with different university. As we can see, University of Denver, Aston University, ISWMAW, Jadavpur University, University of Hertfordshire, Shibpur, IIST Shibpur, University of Malaya, Tejpur University, and different industries like we can see Lloyd, SAIP, Altech Foundation, Design to Occupancy, Mahindra Lifespace, Premjan Memorial Trust. So these are the most. Yeah, that I have missed. Okay, so these are the research laboratories specifically for the research purpose. We have a head like Center of Research and Innovation. Under that, we have 4 labs, 3D printing lab. We have one of the best, we could say one of the best or advanced lab that we are having right now, with over around 30 lakhs of worth of machines right now. And Energy, Environment and Sustainability lab is also there with 10 industrial moves, some consultancy projects, real life projects has been done under this lab. Hospital HVAC system was designed. And then we have HVAC and our innovation lab. This is sponsored by ISWMAW. So we have a display of different components of the HVAC industries. And then the newest lab that has been formed is the CFD lab. In this lab, we also have got sponsorship from the ANSYS. ANSYS has sponsored us with the 25 license, R&D license. And out of this, in this CFD lab, in last year, only 7 publication has been done. So moving to the next, now we have a center of excellency that is our university is promoting to performing in our different departments. So these are the 4 COE that has been in the different stages of formation or formed, like Center for Sustainable Development, Resource Circulation. This is just started. Center of Excellency for Climate Change and Research, which is led by Gunjan sir. Then IIFR or IEM Institute of Fundamental Research, which is having 2 of our faculties. One is present now, Dr. Tamonash Jana, and Bikash Chaudhuri is there, but he is not present right now. And we have another Center for Additive Manufacturing. This is also a new Center of Excellency started, which is headed by Dr. Bikash Chaudhuri. So these are some of the labs, 3D printing. This is a basic photograph of the old labs. Then we have the Energy, Environment, Sustainability lab, and HVAC and Innovation lab, and the CFD labs with workstations and high configuration machines. So these are some professional chapters that we associated in our department so that we can have all over 360-degree learning on hands, as well as competitions, as well as interaction with industries like IIW, ASHRAE, SAE, ASME, ISHRAE, IEI. So this is our faculties who are part of this meeting, and some other faculties are also there, but primarily these faculty members were there in the part of these collaborations. That is Dr. Doipande, he is our HOD, and his area of research is advanced manufacturing process, composite material, optimization technique, production technology.
Actually working on the composite material and advanced manufacturing processes. We are aligning this right now in the much needed with AI and digital twins and digital manufacturing. These are the aspects that we want to work with, integrating with solid waste management and robotics and AI and automation. So we are bringing some of the center of excellence, looking forward to enhance more center of excellence with much needed with an industry collaboration along with the academic institute, so that we can inculcate some of the more into this research area, because the primary manufacturing process, the conventional manufacturing process is right now outdated. We cannot do much research on that domain. You have to shift, a paradigm shift is required from this conventional to some non-conventional and some advanced technology. That is why we need some IoT, machine learning and AI, and moving towards digital twins, digital manufacturing, so that we can explore much more expertise in that area and can help the society move forward.
Okay. So next is myself, Dr. Rahul Vaidya. I am the assistant head and the associate professor of the department. And my research area, as I already told, waste management, waste to energy, primarily focusing on the co-processing that I started long back 2014 with sir. It was my PhD area itself. So we are focusing on utilization of these different waste streams like hazardous, industrial waste, RDFs in the utilization of cement manufacturing. We associated with different cement companies like Holcim's, Ambuja, and we have carried out different trials of different waste streams to find how much AFRS percentage can be increased in India, and that is what we have done. And currently also we are carrying on the research, and also got a seed funding from our institute for a particular project of utilizing AFRS in a grinding unit. So that is one of the focus area I am currently working on. And so that's all. Next, moving to Tamonash Jana, Dr. Tamonash Jana. He is our associate professor in the department, and his field includes mechanical design and contact mechanics. And if you like to elaborate or talk about the research.
Contact mechanics, though the topic is quite different from the topic that is being discussed in this workshop. My domain is actually in every machine element we have solid to solid contact, and we assume that entire surface is in contact with the next surface. But in reality, no surface is perfectly flat. There are roughnesses, undulations. So what we assume that at the contact interfaces there are uniform pressures, and what is happening that there is uniform. That is not right. But in large scale machine elements, we assume that the pressure is the uniform pressure assumption is perfectly fine. But when the application is in micro or nano size domain, then that stress behavior or deformation behavior, which is completely different than what we assume. And so in MEMS or NEMS devices, this phenomena takes it's a pivotal point. So I work on that phenomena, contact mechanics. What happens when two surfaces comes in contact? More physics based thing.
Okay. Moving to next, we have Arijit Bhattacharya, Associate Professor, and his field of research includes CFD, multi-phase flow, combustion dynamics.
Hello everyone. So my field is combustion as well as multi-phase flow through porous medium. But in the context, in the larger context, I am working in various types of data-driven and physics-driven tools to for detecting various types of anomalies and instabilities like that. So these kind of tools are very broad and can be used in any kind of situation where some transitionary phenomena is occurring. So from that point of view, I will be glad to contribute to the discussion. Thank you.
Okay, so next we have Professor Gunjan Kumar. He is assistant professor in our department, and his area of interest are building energy, sustainability, HVAC, and cold chain.
Confining rather than my own specific topics, must be relevant with this topic of the workshop only, where we can explore the opportunity to work. And very first, I will put my request, and I'm working for that with the note to all the participants here. Yesterday, our Honorable Prime Minister has inaugurated first net zero energy, water, waste educational campus. It is well-known Nalanda campus. That is the tradition of Indian education history, if you refer it. With this note, let the work that I have done few is first one net zero energy, water and waste, the apartment buildings. That was for Mahindra Life Space in Pune. That was successfully delivered. Another project that is not related with the waste, but still the energy part only I have handled, but there is the opportunity. That was one for Bandhan Bank upcoming head office, where we have worked for a green rating. We have achieved the IGBC gold rating for that, but there is a scope to work for a net zero waste also. Another consultancy work that just I concluded, I can say, it is the final phase of commissioning and the testing. In Bihar, this is a small scale nursing G+3 building where we deliver. Just 2 months before I was in that campus, and we have a big group of waste management of this medical waste, and I figured out a good opportunity to work on the waste management of the medical, such kind of hospital buildings also. Another work, as on time, my few intern working as on date with my Center of Excellence. Out of that, I just want to quote, sir, one. I think I want also attention because many of you are from the Kolkata. You can able to connect with me, and also my foreign delegate will able to connect with me with the word unorganized sector. We have so many unorganized sectors, major receiver in the pandemic time. You know what? You refer this Salt Lake is a big electronics city, business center. and you go just take a look of it, and there is a lot of food stalls. We are just investigating the climate change impact, especially the heat wave and the heavy rainfalls. What is their impact on their comfort and on their productivity and the earnings? That right now investigation is on. Here again, when we have taken a survey of all these food street vendors, we are finding they are also struggling with the hygiene and the solid waste management. This data we have collected, around roughly 100 vendors data we have, but as we have not captured the solid waste data. But there is an opportunity to capture, and this is very, very vital component to give and evolve a policy required a net zero waste management. So I am ending with my small note with this clue, with two more appeal. That's another segment area that I am working. That is a net zero, again for the waste management for a cold chain. As mentioned very clearly, I am a committee of member of various ISRE and ESRE. On 3rd and 5th September, 3rd to 5th October, sorry, in the this Mela Prangan, we have a 10,000 delegate coming for this bigger industrial expo with 200 plus exhibitor. I am the conference chair for that events. Again, there is an opportunity here to work on this complete food wastage. Please note, in India, we have a 30 to 45% food wastage during the processing and during the farm to, you can say. There is a big opportunity in that segment, and also I am a person from mechanical background working for a very closely for refrigeration industry. Here we can explore the opportunity. So this is what I have to conclude with one request to this good society. Sir, nation is framing the policy for a net zero. Not only, I am just informing you the person who is writing the code, I am very much with them regarding IGBC and ISRE. 3 chapter we are writing from ISRE, 3 chapter was delivered by the IGBC peoples, and 1 chapter by the IGBC plumbing people. 7 chapter I am very much close with them. We are now ECPC, that code was there, Energy Conservation Building Code. Now it's coming Energy Conservation Sustainable Building Code. But still, sir, we are missing this waste and other part in the code because of the lack of the data. So I think you are such a good organization. We have opportunity to come up with our own net zero waste policy, at least from the society, from our end, targeting the segment, whether it is build a space or whether for industry, by clustering the various segments. I think this is the food of thought for the complete gathering to work out. This is what I have to convey with all my research interests and what I think is important and relevant for this. Thank you.
Okay, so next we have our Professor Ishita De. She is the assistant professor in our department, and her research area includes thermal fluid power system, fluid flow, and also waste management.
So my main area of research is fluid power systems, where I'm working on axial piston pumps, and I'm trying to assess how exactly fluid flows through the crevices and cracks which may be present in the system itself. It also talks about the flow that is going on through the clearance in the pump itself. Besides this, I have done a little bit of work on electronic waste, where I've tried to talk about how electronic waste is recycled. Although it was just a review, there is more that I have to learn about it. Over that, I have done a little bit of work on construction and demolition waste, where I tried to use the analytical ARP process to find out exactly what is the sole reason or the most important reason because of which construction and demolition waste is not being managed properly. So at the end of the research, we figured that the main reason for this is that we do not have enough recycling plants related to the construction and demolition waste in West Bengal. So that was just a little brief about the CND work.
Next, we also have a Vikas sir who has joined, who is leading one of the COE. So kindly slide me.
My main research area is advanced manufacturing. I have already done. Okay, so my PhD on non-traditional machinings. Here we have a center of excellence that is IEM Institute of Fundamental Research, where we do some fundamental research regarding some faculty member from mechanical, some faculty member from electrical, as well as BSH department also accompanies us for this research work. So I believe that's all. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so next we have Dr. Ruchira Mukherjee. She is the professor at the BSH department, and her field of research is bioinformatics, environmental remediation.
So, as mentioned before in the introduction, I work on some environmental remediation and bioinformatics. But bioinformatics, we work on actually on drug designing. So we take metabolites and we actually go for drug designing and try to do something for the people, so that we can So for that we have to do a lot of simulation studies and see whether the small molecule can be used as drug or not. And in environmental remediation, actually we have not started. We have actually done a lot of work. I mean, literature survey on bioremediation, cynoremediation, and phytoremediation, because these three things are actually very beneficial. If we use other chemicals or other agents, so we have a side effect. Whereas if you can use microbes for bioremediation or cyanobacteria for cynoremediation, and for your phytoremediation, remediation using plants. So what is happening? The plants is utilizing the toxic chemicals, and actually it is degrading it and using it for its own purpose. So there are no side effects, and actually we are having a better environment and a sustainable environment. Thank you. Basic science and humanities.
What is your background?
My background is actually I am from biochemistry. Then I have done my PhD in life sciences.
So next we have Dr. Tina De. She's the associate professor and assistant HOD of BSH department, and her research interests are analytical and organic and environmental chemistry.
So we have formally introduced ourselves. I have formally introduced ourselves, and I've also mentioned about my research interest. And since I have been an experimentalist in my research life, and what we have done, we have tried with the different metal oxides. Oxides coming from the lanthanides background, from the transition metals. So binary and ternary oxides, which I have worked upon mainly in my research during my research days. And after which we have used the oxides for different remedial purposes. Mostly in my area was arsenic and fluoride, and all the heavy metal talk about the heavy metals and their toxicity and how they could have been remediated using those particular oxides. And thereafter, what we have done is that in my research group during my PhD days, those oxides we have studied for different characterizations using different techniques. And further, we have used that to check about the molecular interaction, how the arsenic or how the fluoride mostly, which we have used, has been interacting with my oxides, and how they can be treated for our environmental safety, and before to test for their toxicities, and how before they have been discarded in the environment. So that has been my research areas. And after I've joined here, so there couldn't have been much of experiments about that. But here what we have been working is with mostly the bioremediation, what Ruchira ma'am has already talked upon. So we have tried to write proposals or book chapters on that, but not much have been done about the experiments. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Actually, in my introductory session, I have already mentioned that I am working on water oxidation catalysis. So all of you know that the energy demand is gradually increasing. And the main source of energy in today's society is the burning of fossil fuels. But the problem is that the stock of fossil fuels on Earth is limited, as well as it is responsible for environmental pollution. Now, in this context, an alternative energy device is required, which will be sustainable and promising. Now, light-driven water splitting is one of the promising and sustainable method to convert the solar energy to fuel. Now, in this connection, actually, in presence of light, water can be splitted into hydrogen and oxygen. And in fuel cell, we can use this hydrogen and oxygen to produce the water as well as the electricity. So energy can be driven from that particular way. Now, but the problem is that the water oxidation is one of the challenging in terms of kinetically and also the energetically. But in our mother nature, in photosystem 2, this problem is means mother nature perform these tasks very easily. So by inspired this, we also working on the catalysis generation to water oxidation, so that we can get the oxygen as well as the hydrogen generation, so it can be used as a fuel. So that is just a summary, brief summary of my research work. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Not actually, now I am working in PhD. I have worked mainly on water oxidation catalysis. Now here I have started something about the hydrogen generation, hydrogen evolution catalyst. Mainly I have designed the catalyst mainly for the production of hydrogen from water. Thank you.
A very good afternoon. I am Dr. Shutripta Sarkar, and I am a faculty of Barrackpore Rastraguru SN College and also an executive member of ISWMAW. And today I'll be first making a presentation about ISWMAW and this collaboration, and later on I'll be just summarizing about what the areas of interest I have. So our collaborators in Hungary include University of Pannonia, Oberud University Budapest, and Felso Baxa Storage Wind Park Company, that was the industrial partner which was there in the research project. So India-Hungary Intergovernmental S&T Cooperation Program, India-Hungarian Joint Research Project, Applied Industrial Research for the Thermolytic Recovery of Sludge-like Waste for the Circular Economy and Biochemical Cycle by Jadavpur University. Sir was then in Jadavpur University, Professor Sadhan K Ghosh, and Pannonia, AGTM, and Felso Baxa was the industrial partner. Both were given like 35 lakhs, they were approximately funded since it started in October 2020 and will be ending in June 2024. So the recent new national and international assignments that has been taken up by ISWMAW since 2020. So UK, a project coordinator in India for International Society of Waste Management, Air and Water, Going Global project. This was an immensely successful project that was completed, and it started in January 2020 to end in 2023, sorry, and it will be ending in June 2024. And it included the top-up grant by British Council UK and Aston University Birmingham UK. 13 other Indian institutes and industries and associations are currently working. So there was also a project with Norway.
No, that project was mainly how the circular economy can be adapted in small and medium-sized industries. We work with, we are also working with 55 SMEs over the country, and in UK 5 industries. So these are the industries we are helping our circular.
So with Norway, the research project, Optos project, ocean plastic turning into opportunities to circular economy. So pilot study in waste to energy plant and co-processing in cement plants. It was funded by Sintef Norway from December 2023 to November 2024. This is also an ongoing project.
Here also, what we are doing, this is also going on. You know that non-recyclable plastic waste, that is most dangerous for the world. And all this marine littering and this microplastics, nanoplastics, these are all created. So what we are doing, how we can reduce and curb the non-recyclable plastic waste leakage to the marine environment. So for that project, Norway has given us the project, and we are mainly working on the waste to energy plant. 2 waste to energy plants, one is in Vizag and another in Guntur. They are taking around 1200 tons of municipal waste, and also RDF, river, and they are producing 15 to 16 megawatt hour every day. And how this can be enhanced, and we have also carried out the pilot study of what is the emission status if we use non-recyclable plastic. So this is in our area.
Another ongoing project, as we all know that waste burning is a big problem in South Asian countries. So we are developing the white paper on open waste burning in 10 Asian countries, including India, and IGES is the organization in Japan. It is to start from September 2024 for 6 months.
We are in negotiation stage. And the last, the Norway project is also related to the number 2.
Previous project, it is also developing a white paper on that. So in India, the big program that is taking place now is Catch Them Young, Zero Waste and Circular Economy in School Campuses. 57 schools in West Bengal, two schools and 3 colleges in Meghalaya are involved in this mission. Target is to involve 1 lakh students and teachers by December 2024. Sir will elaborate on that. I think they have already reached that target.
In fact, we know that in 2021, we started this mission that unless we catch the school students and college students, it will not be sustainable, whatever we are doing. So that's why I made this mission that involves school children and college children. So in Meghalaya now, 2 schools and 3 colleges are involved in my mission. And in West Bengal, we started in January 2024. And now 57 schools in West Bengal are working under my mission. The mission is, we have to make the school campus zero waste status. What we are doing, we are installing the bin system. We are adapting the students' bin culture, students and teachers. They are storing it, they are segregating the waste, and the waste are going to the recyclers. On the other hand, we are also training the students so that they can make the recycled product from the waste, from the dry waste, and from the wet waste, the compost. Not all compost plant is possible because of the space and other things. But from dry waste, what we are doing, we are training them. They are making the recycled products, and we are organizing auction of those products, and people are buying. And you know that we have number of videos. So students are amazed that the product which they are making from the waste, they are getting money for that. So our motive is to inculcate the business acumen among the students using the waste. So as a matter of fact, they will understand that waste has a value, waste has a business model. So waste is not to be thrown away, not to be littered, but it can be reduced and it can be littered. So this is my mission, and we around 70,000 students are already working with us. Our target is by this December, we will involve 100,000 students in this process. Day to day they will practice. And we are also providing them inputs that each of the students and teacher has to in turn make 20 people aware of this system. So by the end of this year, we will be able to make 2 million people aware in West Bengal. So this is our mission, and this is one of our flagship missions on West Bengal.
The videos are there in Professor Sadhan K Ghosh editorial. That is the channel name. You can find all the videos regarding Catch Them Young program. It has been just started for 3 months from January 2024, but it's already a grand success. And another of the flagship programs of ISWMAW is organizing the International Conference on Sustainable Waste Management and Circular Economy. And this year it is the 14th edition. It will be at Geetam University campus, Vishakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, India, during November 28th to December 1st, 2024. And all are requested to kindly submit their papers and join the conference. Also, along with that conference, we have the School Children's Congress on Waste Management and Circular Economy at the same location on November 27th, 2024. Information regarding both the Congress and the conference is available at the ISWMAW website. And ISWMAW has recently taken over publishing of Journal of Solid Waste Technology and Management, which was earlier with Widener University. And this is a Scopus Index journal. So the article is, the journal is welcoming articles on all areas of waste management throughout the year. All are requested to kindly submit. You can go to the journal website page and see there. All are requested to kindly submit articles on waste management. And you can also act as a reviewer for the same. So this is a Scopus Index journal.
Can you know that ISW in this collaborative mission, what we will do is ISW will act as a coordinator for any of the program, any of the project, or any of the articles.
So
these are some of the areas.
Potential.
We don't have much time. These are some of the areas. We will circulate it in our group so that you know that in which ISW has the interest to work in collaboration, right? So now you can go to your slide.
Yes.
These are some of the
collaborators. There are around 44 collaborating countries with ISWMAW, and more than 15 collaborations are with industries and other Indian institutes, including the IITs and NIRI and central universities and IIMs. So current area of research interest, the work I am taking up at Barrackpore Rastraguru College is, my background is in biochemistry, and I did my PhD in life science and biotechnology from Jadavpur University. And I have worked extensively on the microbial population in composting systems, and I wish to continue the work at domestic and industrial level as well. Then bioethanol from biomass, I had done isolated some lipolytic bacteria which could convert like bioesterification reactions, oils from waste oil, generating biofuels from waste oil. Then also a disposal of sanitary napkins, which is a major hazard in Indian cities. In villages, more so in Indian cities. I had taken up a small work there, and currently I am also working on antimicrobial resistance, which is big problem in the medical system nowadays. Resistance to all antibiotics. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next I request St. Xavier's University.
Before we proceed further, I would request our HOD, Dr. Bardhaman University, to please felicitate Dr. Sadhan K Ghosh with a small token of appreciation.
Thank you. So I wish that this collaborative.
Thank you. I request Dr. Rahul Bardhaman, the Assistant HOD, to kindly felicitate Dr. Norbert Miskolski from the University of Pannonia. I apologize. I request Professor Gunjan Kumar to kindly come up. Please felicitate Professor Sabina Tomasek from the University of Pannonia.
And now over to Dr. Shoma.
I'm Shoma Shoor from St. Xavier's University, Kolkata. I also have one of my colleagues, Dr. Monalika De with me. I'll first tell you a bit on, introduce, in fact, my university. St. Xavier's University, Kolkata was established in 2017, July. That means we are just 7 years old. Of course, it has a legacy of St. Xavier's College, which is more than 160 years in Kolkata itself. And a legendary institution, educational institution with all faculties of science and arts primarily, and commerce, of course. But it doesn't have a background of engineering faculty in the education level. In our university also, we started, of course, in 2017 with primarily 3 faculties with arts and social science, commerce and management, and we also have started science faculty, but it's only with computer science and statistics. Apart from that, we have a business school and a law school in the university. So I think amongst this gathering, our university is a bit differently oriented because we have not yet, but we are planning for also engineering faculty. Maybe in a year or 2, we would be starting. Still, what I find, of course, is very much, there's a lot of relevance for our university too to be in this sort of a meeting. Primarily, one thing that I would like to mention is about the importance and thrust that our university has given to research. We have already started a center for research with after Father Lafour's name. So Father Lafour's Center for Excellence in Research and Innovation, which primarily is promoting all sorts of research activities and a research culture in the university, which is such a young one, for all its faculty members to be oriented and to do research and publications. So, and also very importantly, what I think is today is the age of multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary studies. So whichever faculty we belong to, and maybe we have already seen the competence areas or the core areas of research of the faculty in IEM, especially the mechanical engineering department, and also our guests from the Pannonia University. All that engineering research areas is, of course, dealing with. At the end of the day, all these research and applications of research is for our planet and humanity. And ultimately, if we see, we are all today now focused towards sustainability, sustainable development, and where we have, of course, environment factor, and apart from the natural environment, also the social and economic environment. So this is where we figure in very importantly, as I mentioned, that in the multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary research, we have, of course, already done a lot of research, or our research expertise areas is in sustainable development goals, green practices in both businesses and other institutions, especially also in SMEs and unorganized sector. Apart from that, some research, of course, we have also gone into circular economy and responsible consumption, which is the other side to bring about sustainability, where a lot of inputs from, in fact, management and consumer behavior comes in.
Almost 56 programs running at present. And we have all the engineering departments with the management, we have pharmacy, we have nursing, and natural science and basic science department. So we have the opportunity to do several research, and at present there are ongoing projects funded by Indian agencies and also some private agencies. So I prefer to select some topics which will be relevant to India and also Hungary, and I believe these are the topics is relevant to all the countries in the world today. So I will be briefly focusing our research for the solution of air pollution, water pollution, and soil pollutions. In addition to that, if time allows, I will be talking about the storage device, health, nutrition. We have some work on magnetic hyperthermia and food preservation. Talking about air pollution, we all know that today it's a great threat for a country like India, where the air pollution is huge and we are suffering from air pollution. As the previous speaker said, that air pollution is increasing day by day because of the consumption of fuel cells. So if you look at the reports, out of 30 most populated city in the world, 21 were in India. So this is very shocking for Indians, and I believe the air pollution in European country as well is very shocking in recent days. There are many sources of air pollution, and one of the major sources of air pollution is emission of NOx from heavy vehicles. So when we consider high combustion engine, where the gas and high temperature is involved, there is always NOx formation, and this NOx has the terrible consequences in the environment. So there is a recent technology called selective catalytic reduction technology, where this NOx abatement is done using ammonia in this SCR technology process. And I had the opportunity to work with University of Oslo, as you said. I worked in Center for 3 years there, and I was working with ERA International, and they have they deal with ammonia a lot. So in this SCR technology, what people do is they used to use ammonia for the conversion of nitrogen oxide into nitrogen or water to reduce the NOx in the environment. And if you look at this SCR technology, this ammonia cannot actually 100% convert this NOx. So you need to put excess ammonia for enhance the efficiency of NOx conversion. And at the last stage of this catalytic process, there is always chance to again conversion of ammonia into NOx. So there we have prepared a catalyst called ammonia slip catalyst, whose role is to convert this excess ammonia as well as the NOx in the environment itself to maximize the production of nitrogen, the selectivity and the conversion of NOx to be maximized using this catalyst. I already have some interesting results. If you see, we choose platinum group metals. The heading is actually cut. So we used a solid solution of platinum, rhodium, pure platinum or rhodium. So we have a huge range of catalysts. And if you see the same image, you have some nice interesting results. And this is the solid solutions of platinum rhodium catalyst, where you see the platinum is enriched in the surface and rhodium is in the middle. And we got some interesting results. If you see the same image, the dispersion of small nanoparticles on alumina is very nice, which is a good quality of catalyst. And we observed that the ammonia conversion and selectivity of nitrogen is really remarkable for rhodium-rich catalyst on alumina. And also we have calculated turnover frequency. So these are the research area in today's era to reduce the air pollution, especially for the engine we use it, whether it's marine, submarine, or the stationary industry or any vehicles. Another important area of research to resolve water and soil pollution is we all know that India, especially the eastern region of India and West Bengal, and also countries like Italy, we have lots of tannery industry and textile industry, and we have the influence of heavy metals and different dyes, and they are contaminating the water and soil, and we are consuming food or anything produced from this oil or food. And also there is a huge problem of arsenic in this area. Even you find many places in Bidhannagar with arsenic contaminations and fluoride, as the previous speaker from Bardhaman said, that the Purulia and Bankura, the district in West Bengal, have huge contamination with fluoride, and people are suffering with fluorosis because they don't have the capacity to drink filtered water. So we had a target to follow the circular economy to resolve this issue, and you see these two corners pictured. One is Parthenium hysterophorus and another one is water hyacinth. So our target was to, so I'll be talking about Parthenium hysterophorus. This plant is a very dangerous weed, having adverse effect in animals, human, as well as it reduces the crop productions. So there is a huge growth of Parthenium hysterophorus in India and many other countries for last 2 decades. It was not there before, maybe 30 or 40 years ago. And also water hyacinth is destroying the water bodies. So our target is to utilize this plant for the green synthesis of nanoparticle, and those nanoparticle is used for the absorption of heavy metals and also degradation of dye coming from this tannery or textile influence. So this is the way we follow the circular economy to reduce the pollutions of water and soil. We already have started some research on it. As I said, Parthenium is very dangerous, and it spread almost 50 tropical and subtropical countries in the world. And you can see these are the effects. I'm not going in details about it. This is the effect from the heavy metals and fluoride contaminated water. And these are the real pictures I've taken from Purulia district in West Bengal. So as I mentioned that the plan is to use these green plants to synthesize nanoparticles. We call it green synthesized nanoparticles. And then we have the characterizations using TGDTA, X-ray diffraction, BT surface area analysis, SEM, TEM, stem analysis, EDS mapping for proper characterization of the material, and then we go for nano bioabsorptions, we go for desorptions and regenerations, and finally absorption, and you get the results. So we already have preliminary results, and we are trying to prepare filter using these nanomaterials to get a low-cost filter for the to supply water to poor people in India. Another way of resolving this issue I find is very interesting for a country like India. We have a huge coastal area, and you see the crustacean cells like shrimp cells or crab cells. We can use it to prepare chitosans, and then this chitosan could be used to prepare some a core cell structure with nanomaterials, and that is very efficient to remove heavy metals and also dye degradation. So I find this is also one interesting area of research, and we can collaborate with maybe some other countries, with your country, and we can resolve our problems. Besides that, I thought of sharing these slides with you. This is one of my research area I used to work during my PhD days or my postdoctoral research in South Korea and Norway and other places. So we used to use metal oxides nanoparticle for device applications, for various photocatalytic applications. As the previous speaker said, that it's the era of hydrogen, green energy, and catalyst nanomaterial oxides are hugely used in catalytic transformations for productions of hydrogen, whether it's hydrogen evolution reactions or oxygen evolution reaction. So now the target is, my target is to so when we use metal oxide, we generally tailor the structure by replacing metal, the cation side, and then we improve the electrical property or whatever were applied. So here I am trying to tailor the structure both in the cation side as well as in the anion side. So we try to prepare from metal oxide to metal oxynitride. And this is one of the project I have submitted to DST, and I got the fund from DST for this. And where we got enhanced result in terms of electrical property or photocatalytic activity with the oxynitride compared to its oxides. And I believe in collaboration, so I did collaborations with one of my previous mentor in South Korea, and we published in ACS Energy Letter, which have 22 impact factor. So that's the reason if you want to enhance the impact of our work, we can have collaborations, and then Besides, there are some research work in our university on nano emulsions for bio coating of fruits, and we waste food during the preparation and post preparation. So these bio coating based on nano emulsions have huge results. We can keep fresh vegetables after this coating for almost 2 weeks. So there are some research still going on it, whether we can how much percentage of this coating we can use in the fruits or any edible foods, and it will not harm our body. So we are working on it, and also there are several research. As I said, magnetic hyperthermia is one of the important research topic now for cancer treatment, and I had the opportunity to work with lanthanum manganate or calcium manganate based metal oxide materials. So what we do is we just tailor the structure to reduce the Curie temperature close to body temperature, and we can use those nanomaterials as drug carrier. And we all know that the cancer cell have different pH than normal cells. So if you use those nanoparticles as drug carrier, we can actually insert inside the body, human body, and it will specifically target the cell. And if the body is placed in magnetic field, then magnetic field will itself burn the cell. So this is the idea of magnetic hyperthermia, and we have several research topic we can elaborate or we can discuss more if there is some we find interesting. So these are some ongoing research projects in our university now. Yeah, and thank you.
Thank you. So we learned a lot. Let us discuss among others, because we have already identified some of the areas of our own specialization. So now you heard everybody. So if I ask you take some time so that which area you are interested to have collaboration with whom. It may happen that you can collaborate with Indian partners, or you can collaborate with Hungary partners. It's not necessarily that you have to have a collaboration with the Hungarian partner, because it may not match. But you identify, maybe let us take 15 minutes time for our own self, and then we'll come out with the argument. Right? Is that okay? Please. So after 15 minutes, you will tell that which area and who will be your potential partner. And the second thing regarding MOU, if you are interested to have MOU, like I asked Rahul, IEM is interested to have a MOU with Pannonia University. So we will discuss. If any other university or institute is interested,
I would like to discuss about the possibilities for your business and economic side.
Please.
Both of us come from engineering. Yeah, from engineering. We have economics. In front of the lectures, I have no information about the courses. Maybe the economists, tourist life related. So those are the two directions. Management. But if you want, I can discuss with you if possible and maybe send you some details about the student number nowadays is increasing. I know it belongs to the Faculty of Economics, and they have English courses for students and hosting international students. Yesterday I just mentioned to Professor Ghosh that Hungary has so-called Stipendium Hungary program. It means that the government has, I think that's maybe bilateral agreements with different countries. It means that we can host international students, and it's so-called free for the students. And as I know, it's so many international students educated in the Faculty of Economics using that program. Maybe it's worth to check the situation in India in the list of the countries, but I think yes, because at the university we have so many Indian students. The procedure otherwise two steps. In the first step, the sending country has to be nominated the students, so there is a competition among the students who is the best, and the countries recommended the students, and after that Hungary distributed the students to the universities, because the students have to mark what is the favorable university for the students, and depending on the students list we have foundation and organizing everything, and the foundation just transfer the students to the universities, and after that the university take an interview with the students, and if it's okay, the students should come. But I think it's totally open, so you can check on the website, name is Stipendium Hungary, but I can promise you, I will discuss with the dean of the Faculty of Economics, and maybe you can just have a direct connection, keep in touch.
Recently we had a MOU with Sussex University UK.
Yes.
Where we are looking into the exchange program for students, faculty and researchers.
Yeah.
So similar sort of MOU if we can.
In the European Union we have the so-called Erasmus program. Erasmus program is good for, yes, but as I heard, I don't know so much about the Erasmus program out of the European Union, but maybe my colleagues mentioned that is it a possibility, but don't ask how, to just take and host students using the Erasmus or Erasmus-like programs. We have an international office, so I can ask in the international office what is the possibility to just host the students from India.
Yeah, so
but is it no problem otherwise with the memorandum? So regarding the memorandum, it's one thing, it's really important. We have to double check by our legal office. So the procedure is, but we have a shame template of the memorandum. So if you want, I can send you what is both checked through the legal office. So it's 100%, it's big. Because administration is not the fastest sometimes, I think. So it's need pushing sometimes. But I have a template, so that template was used for many countries in the European Union and out of the European Union. So you can double check in your university, and both sides say yes, responsible, because in general two persons able to sign any memorandum. The rector and the chancellor. Those are the two members. Me is not allowed to sign anything.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. First, let me request the host institute that what is your interest area and what would be the way you want to do. Yes.
Okay. So as already discussed with Sadhan sir, that our institute is looking for a move with your university. That our university is that's now university. So we are looking for a move with the university. One, and second, I'm looking for a project proposal, joint project proposal, to be submitted by any European call or Indian call or joint calls as it is coming out in the area of waste management, particularly in the use of resource waste recirculation, like in the co-processing or some incineration, like those areas.
So you mean that you rather focus into incineration?
Primary focus is co-processing because that is the domain that I am working on.
What is the co-processing?
It's using of the waste in the cement clean for production of cement.
Yeah, but
that's a type of incineration.
Okay, but the proposal is focusing to the energy.
Yeah.
Energy. Energy optimization, integration.
Co-processing is not fully the energy conversion. It's co-processing. He was referring sometimes AFR. AFR is alternative raw material and fuel and raw materials. A part is converted into energy and the part is converted into cement.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So the CVs of those waste goes as an energy component, and the ash forms a part of the cement. So nothing's come out actually. Whatever giving is.
I think so. The area is good. Because in my presentation I already focused to my department, but at the faculty we have the material engineering department with a long story in the cement industry. Our department has a long story. Sabina has a long story in energy integration. So energy integration, process integration. How it's possible to save the internal energy or the energy loss, how it's possible to limit it, to take limitation energy loss of different chemical processes. So I think it's good welcome. We can use the knowledge of the other department of the faculty in Pannonia and our experience in the energy integration. Maybe some recommendation from your side. Yeah, from my side.
Okay. So in fact, IEM is interested to have a move with University of Pannonia.
Yes.
So for that, we will have a resolution here, but you know that whenever it is a matter of move, that will be signed by maybe the director of this institute and maybe registrar from your institute.
Yes.
And it has always a template. So in that way, I request Norbert to send the template.
I will send the template to you. I think.
And yeah, you will send it to me. And
I will
if you
also
have
send
any.
I will send it by
so
tomorrow morning.
All right, no problem. So then talk to each other and maybe in next 3 months or 6 months this will be executed. Okay. Thank you very much. And second thing, the project for any European project, if there is any, and the areas are waste circulation, co-processing, energy recovery, energy savings and all of that. So that one more thing, as this area, I mean, Rahul's area is my area. He was my student for quite a long time, master's, PhD and all that. So I propose an article on energy recovery and energy savings. And we will formulate what would be the paper content and other things. But if you are interested, because both of you can be involved with this, right? So then we can plan for a joint article on energy aspect. Okay? Right. Agree? Right. Okay. From IEM Anybody is having any proposal?
Yes.
Please.
I have just worked out, at least this is one very initial discussion I can say.
Yeah.
What I worked out with very first with the starting of the Hungary opportunity. I was just trying to explore with them that how as sir has given you example of the pavement material and all. So I have given a proposal that we can work out some projects because construction is a very, very appealing segment across the globe. At least for India, I can say that it is very.
Forget about all those introduction.
So,
Come to the point, real life point.
We want to develop few materials by using the plastic waste that is going to be applicable in the construction industry, which may be direct in the building wall, or it may be the I can say the landscaping area, pavement area, based on the investigation of that material, how much their strain, durability, and other building factors is there. So that is what I.
That means you are interested to have some work on material development.
Yes. Waste to material conversion, I can say.
Using construction and demolition waste. Is that right?
Using the plastic as a waste, as a binder, to develop the construction material.
Okay, so using plastic waste to construction material.
Construction material.
Right? Very good. So
it's like a maybe brick, it may be brick, it may be anything. Even we are using some recycled content, as you mentioned, the demolition waste also, or some retrofit building we are going to demolition. That we can take, we can make it, and new product can be launched with that. That's it.
Yeah, this is otherwise this is a sort of running area view. So before mentioned department of engineers as a knowledge. Don't ask what kind of plastics, but I know that they are testing the plastic application in concrete. The difficulty is the face, because color number of faces. So it means that if you can modify the face of the surface of the plastic, you can get much more favorable the pressure forces and high tensile compression and kind of strength. So this area, I think, should be the next area. Investigate the plastic applicability or the polymer applicability in construction area. Not, I can imagine the situation that not all dedicated to concrete, but also for bricks or other important construction materials.
Really materials. Okay. So you have the people who are working on that.
Yeah. I know my colleagues. Our department.
Because Sadhan mentioned they have a mechanical recycler and all.
Yes.
So I think there is a possibility to explore this topic with this collaboration.
Our department has experience in mechanical recycling and modification of the surface of the polymers. The other department of material science, has a knowledge from construction materials and the silicate industry.
All right. So, what's your name?
Gunjan, sir. Gunjan Kumar.
Gunjan. Okay, as Gunjan Kumar proposed that some project on material development using waste plastics to either construction material or any other material. So, and as both of them don't have the expertise on that, so Norbert will explore the possibility of such work in his possibly some people from material science or material engineering. So we'll come back to it. Okay.
Then two more things I have to say is that other partners. One I have also tried to explore St. Xavier's University.
Okay.
Because they mentioned and quoted about the climate disaster livelihood projects that they are running for Sundarban areas, and they are proposing for that. And we have some small livelihood investigation of around Salt Lake campus, the street vendor unorganized sectors. So we are finding some interference because also we have a climate change research group. So we are exploring it, same project of what they are working, or we are working on the Salt Lake unorganized sector livelihood issue. That project we will explore with them in order to further investigate.
I'll tell you one thing. The limitation here, the project in Sundarban, it is still in the, they did not get the project. It's a proposal stage. So what I propose is, let them go ahead with the project fast, let them get it, because you know that during this time, if any other intervention, then either the funder or the supporter, they may say, no, we know you, we don't know.
Correct.
So let them get this proposal, let them get this project, let them do some work, then your proposal may be considered. Yeah, is it okay?
Yes, exactly. And moreover, the project that you mentioned about the livelihood, especially about the food vendors, that is something quite different, except that livelihood is getting it.
Correct. Because we are investigating there the thermal comfort. In fact,
that can be a separate proposal.
Yeah, that can be a separate proposal.
Jointly it can be done for, you are going for Salt Lake, maybe it can be done for Calcutta Corporation.
Sure.
That can be a separate thing which we can think of to do.
The collaboration.
So Gunjan, what you can do is you make the phrase and send it to me. So what they said that, and I also project that let it be a separate one, not the Sundarban one. Let them do their own.
Yes, of course.
Okay. All right. Thank you. From IEM, any other
third, ma'am, I just want to, I haven't got opportunity to discuss in length and breadth, but what I proposed her as she is working in the biomedical waste and all, and I have just done one hospital project for that, we are getting some data from there. That project was for energy segment, not for waste, but there is opportunity to explore the waste of that small scale hospital. So I just want to explore.
The biomedical waste management, you have done some work?
No.
Right? Then?
I've done work for a hospital, the energy and their thermal comfort.
Okay.
But as she is working in that segment, and I have intent to explore this hospital data, that because we have access of that data. So reason we want to explore with her the biomedical waste.
Which data?
Biomedical waste management of the hospital, the small scale nursing home.
You have any exposure on that?
No. Reason we want to collaborate with her.
No. Here, what I request you, if both of us having some expertise on a particular area, let us venture those areas only. If you are not working on that area, my suggestion, don't go for that. Let her take a collaboration with some other person who has done some work on that. Because you know that I work on biomedical waste, all the waste stream. Biomedical waste management is not a very small area of intervention. It has a very big area. And if you don't have any idea on that, it will be an ocean for you for at least for first 1 year.
Dr. Kumar, what I wish to say is, I don't know, I think I did not elaborate what exactly I was doing, but usually in Indian homes or most of the societies or flats in me say, the sanitary pads that are used or the diapers that are used, they are thrown along with the other waste. Okay, so I had conducted a survey in the rural and urban area to check how women were dealing with this waste. And not surprisingly, the urban women were mostly throwing it away with the other waste, other domestic waste. Which can be easily composted or something else can be done. But once things get mixed, it's of no use then. And whereas the rural women were actually burying it or burning it, which is like more sustainable thing or better thing to do, especially because a sanitary napkin is actually, once used, it is a biomedical waste. And it cannot be, and from homes it's just disposed of like that. So there is no awareness campaign regarding that. There is most of the buildings or most of the big societies,
they have not taken up any program. Only one apartment in New Town I visited, that is, I don't remember the name, 3 phases or 4 phases. Yeah. Okay, I'll let them. So they had a program, but nobody else.
Yeah, and moreover, that's not environmental risk. That is simply domestic hazardous.
Hazardous, but it is.
Acha, Xavier.
In fact, yes, Mr. Kumar was discussing with us, so I clarified that we can work on that separately as a project.
Yeah.
We can pick it up as a new thing, so we have not started with anything.
That livelihood project for this food, I mean the stalls, right? Those stall guys.
Street vendors.
Street vendors. Okay. And
other than that, regarding some energy management project with I was discussing with Mr. Vijay from Heritage. I have not really discussed in details, just we were having a small talk. It needs to be told whether something can be.
yeah, Abhijit, if you can little elaborate what has been discussed.
I think you are looking for the energy management perspective. There are a lot of work is there in energy audit, energy green building management system, greenhouse effect. So all these areas, people are doing a lot of sampling from the various societies, and based on that, they are doing a lot of research work. And there is a project from the MNRE for green building management system. So they have a vision work.
Okay, that means your main code would be GVC.
Yes.
Okay. And anything else?
About the general, of course, which I was just mentioning, if some sort of collaboration on the research front can be done with the university. So, where collaborative research project exactly, it could be in the business economics area, or even in your area where there is some sort of management part. So we could be interested for some research on waste management also from international.
So in that way, you also want to have some collaboration with Pannonia University, mainly in the area of management and economics, right? So similarly, you can just discuss with your friends and then come back. All right. Then comes what do you make? Ajay.
Sir, actually, sir, almost sir, already sir, and sir was talking. All having a common area of catalysis.
Of?
Catalysis.
Catalysis.
Okay. He's working on water oxidation, sir is working on hydrogen generation. Using fuel cells, so all about that. So we were just having the initial discussion whether that area can be explored with the university, and we are trying to collaborate with Pannonia University, officers and heritage and technology.
Excellent.
So we were just having the initial discussion.
So in fact for IEM, I'll tell you, as we are already initiating an MOU. So that will be the umbrella document for both of the universities.
So would that be specific for the specific
No.
areas?
MOU usually is not specific. MOU is an understanding between two universities that will work. And for a specific project, it will be a specific requirement. And usually in MOU, what we...
agreement as to how...
Yeah. That is a segment. And in MOU as a whole, we write that no financial commitment. Right? It is not very specific in any of the points. Only thing is that we have understanding that teachers, students and all these things, exchange program, research, this will be there. Okay. So in that way, I request the groups from IEM, please write down your own project and the potential collaborators. Send it to me and then we will circulate it together. If there are any
plus minus anything else, then we will include this as a joint project, right? For all the IEM. Okay.
All three together. The proposal that Rahul sir has.
Yeah.
And the taxes
Separate. I mean, only you just write down. These are the names. Okay. Project specific or the.
And what we intend to do actually.
Right. Similarly for other colleges or other universities also. So, do you have any other thing?
I have that. I also talk to, as I discussed with our management, whether possibilities to sign MOU with Pannonia University. That is one point. Second point also, independently also I can work on the waste management, wastewater treatment area. So where microbial fuel cell work I am doing, that can be jointly can be done, that waste management. And also the hydrogen production. So I have done one patent on hydrogen reactor. So that is under process. So that is the concept of online hydrogenated water production. Basically in medical sector nowadays, the hydrogenated water is given. Like once we pass the water like ROMC, there is a candle where it will pass through the catalyst contact where the pure hydrogen will be dissolved in the water. And that water medical value is very much there at present. So at present the hydrogenated water cure a lot of diseases. That one can be researched.
Just write down.
Yeah.
So
you mean that your proposals focusing to do hydrogen rich water. Am I right? So not the hydrogen production.
No. They are separate.
Separate.
Hydrogen production is one part. Where
Okay.
we work on
You say there were two parts.
Yeah.
What is the hydrogen production? What is the source of the hydrogen production? What is the process?
Process is water electrolysis.
Electrolysis.
The sun as a power.
Right. I will please give me 1 week, okay? I will discuss with my colleagues because we have different departments, and as I know, one of the departments is focused on wastewater, another department is focused into membrane and hydrogen and PV, etc.
The main objective is that at present hydrogen cost is around $6 per kg at present. So the G Summit has given a target it should come down $4 per kg.
Right.
So that is the challenges. There is a huge scope of doing research.
All right. But please give me 1 week for double check, okay?
Sure. Please.
Thank you.
Okay. Now Techno.
Sir, regarding more, I really need to talk to the management. I cannot make any on that. And collaboration, yes. As we are discussing, I'm also involved in doing research on HEI here, that is hydrogen evolution, oxygen evolution, electrocatalysis. And also, as I was discussing with sir, we have prepared some potential catalyst nanomaterials, yes, which you can use as in the filter bed for arsenic removal or heavy metals removal or even fluoride capturing. So if there is any probability, maybe some industry or academic institute to scale up the process and make it commercialized. So we have applied for patent and it's under review, and I hope it will be granted soon. Another research aspect I thought we can explore with Hungarian University, that is, as I was showing the shrimp or crab cells. We can use those waste, which is huge in our country, in the coastal area. We can utilize them and we can make, as I said, chitosan and some nanoparticle based chitosan, and then we can use it for water purifications. And in future, if there is any call for proposal with Indo-Hungary or you have collaboration there, we can apply for it.
Right. So. The second, a little bit lost the way regarding the second one. So the second one is the hydrogen production.
Yes. Okay. So I want to mention one more thing. I had the opportunity to work with Bardhaman University in South Korea. There we worked on because production of hydrogen is to some extent we are doing that research, but storage of hydrogen is a difficult task. We all know that. So palladium is a metal which have huge absorbent power of storing hydrogen.
Yes.
So as just solid metal can absorb hydrogen in multiple capacity.
So it's hydrogen storage
in palladium.
In palladium.
Yes. So if we can explore the research on that, because Sam, you agree with that storing hydrogen is a very difficult task.
Yes.
And you know that palladium is a potential candidate which can store hydrogen. So that's a solid metal can store hydrogen, and we can actually carry that metal as hydrogen source in the vehicle, electric vehicle, and we will have some energy station where we just replace we replace battery,
Right.
we replace the hydrogen plate for a hydrogen source.
Okay, so regarding the first one, I think we have experience in process design and scale up. Am I right? So regarding the water treatment, I think our department or our institute, we have many simulations told to us. If it's needed, we can discuss with our colleagues responsible for water, maybe wastewater. Because based on my best understanding, the first proposal is only a scale-up focused procedure.
So my target is to make it because India is a huge percentage of people they are very poor and they don't have the money to purchase RO water. So if you can reduce the price of filter.
Regarding, because we have a dedicated institute to water treatment. So I think it's the same situation like the before mentioned colleagues. So please give them all waiting for discussion with the head of the institute responsible for wastewater, because they are focusing to many problems in the water, from microplastics to different problematic elements, purification, etc. Okay, so I think regarding the water related scale up and water related or wastewater related proposals, the double check, okay, which focus or which experience are available. The second one, I think the second one, which is the hydrogen production and storage, maybe our institute should be collaborate with you.
So Sam, I just want to know because to check the absorption of hydrogen in palladium, you need to do some in situ in situ transmission electron microscope. So you have a designated holder for that. And as long as I know, that kind of instrument is not here in India. In situ holder, you can just observe that the palladium is absorbing hydrogen and the color is changing in the age. So I did that experiment during my stay in South Korea 2 years ago. But unfortunately, that is stopped now. I cannot make collaboration there. So if you have such instrument in your university, where you have dense solution from Denmark, they actually generate that holder. If you have such instrument or you have collaboration with such instrument, I can prepare the material and I send it to you, and you can just do the experiment and we'll make a collaboration.
I will check it. Okay, is it available or if it's yes, how is possible to take collaboration? Okay.
All right, and the last is Sutrita madam.
I was talking to her regarding bioethanol, and the materials can be that can be used for bioethanol production. So we have just started off talking. I think we should talk further and review different research work that has already been undertaken in India, and the ethanol companies, what sort of technology they are being used, and where we can innovate, and then of course, and another thing is that used cooking oil, using used cooking oil for biodiesel production. So these are the two areas we discussed.
It will be used for engines.
Huh?
You will be using those oil for the engines.
Biodiesel production, yes.
No, production part or the utilization part?
No. The production. The used oil, you know. অনেক বার ফ্রাই হওয়া যে তেলটা ভালো হয়ে যায় সেখান থেকে ওটাকে ট্রান্সিস্টেরিফিকেশন রিঅ্যাকশনের মাধ্যমে যদি ইয়ে করা যায় বায়োডিজেল করা যায়। হ্যাঁ মানে
এটা অনলাইনে Hello, Kiru Bakaran, are you there?
You have to use, na?
Hello, Kiru.
Use
no, but if it meets that parameter, it can be used, right?
Okay, so however, you just discuss with her.
Yes, and I did discuss with them.
Use part টা যদি আমাদের লাগে তাহলে we can go also in that. She's producing the biodiesel, and if she wants to do an experiment on using it, we have a setup there in our college, computerized biodiesel engine, so we can use that.
And also, microbial fuel cell has always interested me. So I'm sorry I didn't talk to you, but maybe at a later time I'll talk to all of you all personally. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
So in fact, my suggestion is, whatever in your mind, please write down 1, 2, 3, 4 and potential collaborator. Then send it to me. I will then distribute to all. And maybe even if they are not here, so after some time we can have a meeting together. After finalization of all those. Okay. That's the thing. Now we have two researchers, one from Bardhaman and another from Chennai. So let us listen to them for 5 to 7 minutes on their research activities. So I request Professor Mondal. Professor Mondal, are you there? Professor Mondal, you can just start your presentation.
Our state, like West Bengal, not only our state West Bengal, the other states of India are mostly suffering from problem of water pollution. That's mostly the underground water pollution. So my main motto is to develop some community filter. Please don't mind or don't think that the community filter is only for drinking water. Community filter for agricultural water also, because in most of the irrigation water is also contaminated. From this perspective, what we are doing in a very miniature scale in our laboratory, by using the different variety of waste which is available in our locality. But what are the problems? Why we want to collaborate? Why we want to make it a scale up? Because we are restricted into the test tube experiment, not into the community level. So that's why I like to focus in this area, and I can show you some of the areas, and we have already tested that material has a very efficient, which can be utilized in the field of purification purposes. So many researchers are doing many work by using that human hair, which is almost we are wasting every month, but that human hair has a beautiful keratin, and we use that polymer to extract the carbon. That is main motto. And I come to my last slide where I can show you another major problem, plastic, from where we can extract carbon, and that carbon is also utilized in the different field. But this time I like to use this material into the field of purification purposes. That means in underground water contamination free, so free from arsenic, free from fluoride, free from nitrate. So these are the main areas. You know, the many researchers already highlighted that the even in air may be a beautiful fertilizer, because I have already shown that the why it can be a fertilizer, because it has a 45% carbon, 28% nitrogen, 15% nitrogen. So it has a 15% nitrogen. So even here has a huge amount of nitrogen. That nitrogen can be utilized in the field of fertilizer. So many researchers are working on that. But what I did my some of the research work where I want to utilize this keratin to make a beautiful filter so that it can remove that arsenic and fluoride from the underground water. And that is a major acute problem in our country and even in our state, West Bengal. Okay, and that's why lots of work we have conducted, and sometimes we success in case of fluoride, sometimes we get success in case of arsenic, and we developed that yes, that arsenic is really a major problem in the cognitive level also. So, and very recently we are trying to focus in a particular area, that is another waste that is called spider silk. That is spider web. Because what we are doing, we are cleaning our home, but that spider web is having some protein. That is a wonderful protein which may be synthesized a beautiful nanomaterial, and that nanomaterial can be embedded in a different adjacent purposes. That means for removal of arsenic, for removal of fluoride, for removal of nitrate from the underground water. So this is another area we have tested, and to find that this may be a beautiful material. Again, you see, we use sugarcane. Huge sugarcane in our country, even in our West Bengal, is a huge sugarcane producer. But after extraction of that sugarcane juice, there is sugarcane bagasse. This is a lignocellulosic compound, and it can be a beautiful, absorbent through which we can remove, arsenic, we can remove, fluoride. Lots of series of work we have already demonstrated in the different international and national journal, where we address that this material has some potentiality, and this can be a beautiful material. One of the most important material I want to show you, that egg. We are using egg, and a huge egg, even in the rural area also. But nobody bothered about the egg cell. As we all know, that egg cell contains about 78% of calcium component. So calcium is there. From that point of view, I find that why not that egg cell can be a beautiful absorbent with respect to a fluoride, because fluoride is an electronegative element which has a special affinity to attract by the cation like calcium, and that's why whenever we are consuming any fluoride contaminated water, we are suffering from fluorosis, because of it can interact with the calcium containing material. So from that perspective, I developed one material. I just I looked at that is very old. I have taken my Google Scholar screenshot, where I want to show you that my first paper, which was published in 2012, based on this fluoride removal, now it may be a 250 or about 300 citations there. This paper. Just have a look the potentiality of this material. We use this egg cell powder as an efficient material which can be used to remove the fluoride from underground water. So this has a tremendous potentiality. Even we are now trying to synthesize the calcium nanomaterial, calcium oxide nanomaterial, which may be useful for the arsenic and fluoride removal. Not only that, we are also going to the agricultural field, where we can in-field, that means in situ condition, we will protect the fluoride migration from the soil to plant system by using that calcium oxide nanomaterial, and that work is going on in our laboratory. Recently, we have also conducted other work that this material has enough potentiality to remove the pesticide, any sorts of pesticide, and that be a series, published in a different international journal. You see, the calcium is the main motto. We have to search that where we get the calcium. You can see that the gastroport cell, that cell has calcium. But why not we can utilize that cell to purify the other pollutant? This time we have success removal of the phenol from industrial water by using the gastroport cell dust. So gastroport cell dust showing up wonderful result, and that is why we published that work in 2016 in a Clean Technology and Environmental Policy journal. So I can show you. Even you see that the fish, fish scale, when in the market to purchase fish, but we don't bother about the fish scale. But this fish scale has tremendous potentiality to remove that pollutant, and that pollutant here we are addressing that this pollutant is fluoride, and which is we are suffering more than 9 districts in our West Bengal. Huge number of people are suffering from that. So can we develop that fish scale can be a beautiful environment that can be purify the water with respect to fluoride or arsenic? So this whatever we are demonstrating here, that all are waste material. Even in the early morning, we are preparing our tea, but we don't bother about that. That extraction of the tea leaf we are wasting. But we execute that this material may be a beautiful absorbent to remove that fluoride. Even in the coconut shell, as I have mentioned in my introductory speech, that is a beautiful absorbent to remove that the fluoride from the underground water. Actually, our work is mainly focused in the state problem. We are suffering from the fluoride problem. We are suffering from arsenic problem. We are suffering from nitrate problem. You see that another lignocellulosic material, that is banana peel. Nobody bother about that. We are taking breakfast by banana, but we don't bother about the banana skin. So the banana peel, that banana peel has a wonderful potentiality that can be used as a beautiful absorbent, and series of work we have already executed by removing heavy metal chromium, by removing fluoride, by removing pomodate, industrial synthetic dyes. So all sorts of pollutant, we are very recently means it is 28 June. Just have a look at that, it's 28 June 2024. What work we have executed? The lignocellulosic waste that is from banana peel. We are using that, and it can be remove that nitrate. So whatever the material, I like to show before you. Even you see our country, even in our state, is a huge cultivar of potato. But everybody, nobody bothered about the potato plant. They are taking potato, but what about potato plant? That potato plant has an immense utility. I have executed that in the year of 2016. That this material, that potato plant can be utilized as a beautiful absorbent. And even as already I have mentioned that the hair that is also. You see, parthenium. Everybody knows that the parthenium is an allergy, but we are executing this in 2014. That this parthenium allergen plant is not a movement, it is a culprit one. It may have some biomolecule which may be beneficial to synthesize the nanomaterial, and that nanomaterial can be utilized in the field of mosquito control or like that. So what actually I want to say, nothing is waste. Nothing is waste. Everything can be utilized, and one by one I can show you that all the work we have executed, and even in the on your what actually waste we have generated, cigarette butts, after washing we are wasting flour. That may not be waste. That may be a beautiful material to synthesize nanomaterial, and that can be used for the synthesis of a beautiful absorbent. Even in the bark of different trees, which is in natural process, it can be loosened down and it goes to the soil and destroyed. But we can utilize that material also to remove that pollutant from the underground water. Even if you go to the slaughterhouse, chicken slaughterhouse, you can see that you can purchase chicken, but nobody bothered about the chicken feather. But this chicken feather is a beautiful soap because it has a keratin and to be a success you are executing this. You see, as a post a huge silicon based material, that is the rice, rice straw. But that is a beautiful because we have also conducted some work by using that waste, and very recently we have also produced from the agricultural residue to a common utensil, and that was attracted the scientists of the Department of Science and Technology. They awarded the first prize of our student that this waste means in the stubble burning we are doing some kind of a burning of that. But this agricultural waste can be useful for the preparation of some material. Even other material, you see, thermocol, what we call polystyrene. That is another problem. But recently we are getting one major success in this line also. So this work is also going on. But actually, what I want to say, you see, that this is our very recent work in 2023, where we are suggesting that the plastic waste, it is not really a waste. If we are able to isolate that polymeric carbon, that may be a beautiful antidote of mosquito. So we are, and this is thanks to Department of Science and Technology providing a big project for this particular one. So even actually everywhere we are trying to execute, nothing is waste. Even you see that the fish oil, that is also not waste. So my motto is that, what actually my motto? My motto is that we have to, it is our limitation, that we are tested, that there is some potentiality. But we can't make a big thing. We have to make a big thing, big project, so that our entire community can get benefit from this. With this, thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Do anybody is interested to have collaboration with Bardhaman University on these issues? Anybody? Please.
This is the primary area where I worked upon my research, right? So if I want an extension of that, I found many things were similar to that of us. But is it really feasible to carry on the discussion in this online, or like I'll do it separately and the report of which I'll be sending it back to you?
Any of this area is matching with your research?
Yes, it was entirely my research area.
All right.
I have been primarily working with arsenic and fluoride there at that point of time. Not exactly this kind of waste, but many of the papers which have shown up are known to us because they are.
So, all right, Professor Mondal, can you hear me? Professor Mondal. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. What is said that here some 20 people are here from different universities. So we are exploring the possibilities of collaboration. So from your presentation, some of them got some interest. So what I asked them that they could not understand from this small presentation. So they will write to me, and in turn I will circulate to you, so that first you have a look, and if it is necessary, then I will connect those interested person to be with you, so that you can collaborate. You can discuss on collaboration possibilities.
Sure, sir.
Okay, and do you have anything to say on? Of course, you don't know the specialty of Pannonia University. They are mainly my friends. They are working on pyrolysis of sludge, and they have some other areas of operations and research. So, are you interested to have any memorandum of understanding with Pannonia University, Hungary, or your? Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, sir, I am really interested, and first of all, I like to express my sincere thanks to you, sir, for providing such a wonderful platform where we can share our ideas, and other, experienced, researchers, are they also sharing their ideas. And I am eagerly waiting for that, sir. Whatever you are trying to express, that there's some sort of collaboration. We need like that, because I am always need that, because I don't feel that I am the only man can do everything. It is not possible, sir. It needs a big network. It needs a big network.
So it's all right. If you, I sent the biodata of these two gentlemen and lady. So have a look once again, and if you have any interest on those particular area, you write to me. Then we'll discuss further. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Kiruvakaran, are you there? Hello, Kiruvakaran.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. Do you want to say anything about your research areas?
Hello?
Yeah. I said something. I asked you.
Whether my voice is audible?
Yes.
Yes, you are audible. Sir is asking that would you like to share something? Would you like to share something?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You have 5
Yeah,
minutes.
I can say something.
You have 5 minutes time.
Please go ahead.
Within 5 minutes, I will finish. No issue. Okay, I'm not taking much.
We have only come out with collaborative article. Okay, like Rahul, me, and Pannonia University. Any other researchers who are interested to have collaborative paper or?
One, I was discussing with her on bioethanol production, different technologies.
Okay. Anybody else? Nobody. All right. So I have got number of points here. So what I'll request you, you know what is your point. Okay, you say. So please send it to me in mail. It's better, and then I'll compile all those things. Or what you can do is, I request Rahul to put in the group the rest of the people, and you are also in the group, Okay. So in the group you write down. Okay. Then it is better because everybody can see. And then we will compile it and we will come forward again. Alright?
Okay.
So thank you very much. Yeah?
I had a chat with the management of Techno India University over phone regarding the MOVE. I moved for collaborative research in future. So they said that is there any standard format or what are the procedure to do that?
So you know that he will send me the template for that. You check whether your university has any template or not. Send it to me, then we will give it to each other. Consult your legal people because they always are very much specific to that. If this is okay from both the sides, then the MOU will be signed. What can be done is, either you can ask your university that I have to go to Hungary to sign the MOU, or Norbert can request his university that I have marketed for 3 MOU in India. So give me air passage to go to India once again to sign the MOU. Or if you don't agree to both of these, then you ask your university and Pannonia University that Professor Ghosh is there. He will take care of signing the MOU on behalf of us. So let him go to Hungary. Okay. So let us first finalize the document report, and then what may happen that you will sign here, then send it to them. They will scan copy. They will sign it and they will send it. So anything can happen. Right?
So there's a possibility of e-sign now.
That's the e-sign. Now?
Yeah, not the scan copy. Just e-sign.
Whatever is possible. I mean, either e-sign or any other thing. Yeah. Have some work on material development.
Yes.
Using
Material conversion, I can say.
Yeah, let me finish. Using construction and demolition waste
Is that right?
Using the plastic as a waste, as a binder, to develop the construction material.
Okay, so using plastic waste to construction material, right? Very good. So,
Like maybe brick, maybe anything. Even we are using some recycled content, as you mentioned, the memory space also, or some retrofit building we are going better to see. That you can take.
all right.
You can make it,
So, yeah, not straight.
Yeah, this is otherwise this is a so-called running area at the university. So the before mentioned department of engineers, knowledge. Don't ask what kind of plastics, but I know that they are testing the plastic application in concrete. You know, the difficulty is the face, because polar and nonpolar phases. So it means that if you can modify the phase of surface of the plastic, you can get much more favorable interfacial forces and higher tensile and compression or any kinds of the strength. So this area, I think, should be the next area. Investigate the plastic applicability or the polymer applicability in construction area. Not, I can imagine the situation that not only dedicated to concrete, but also, for example, bricks or other important construction materials, building materials.
Okay. So, you have the people who are working on that.
Yeah. I know my colleagues. Our department.
So some they have a mechanical recycler and all.
Yes.
There is a possibility to explore this topic with this collaboration.
Our department has experience in mechanical recycling and modification of the surface of the polymers. The other department is the Department of Material Science. It has a knowledge from the construction materials, so from the silicate industry.
All right. So, what's your name? Gunjan. Okay, as Gunjan Kumar proposed that some project on material development using waste plastics to either construction material or any other material. So, and as both of them don't have the expertise on that, so Norbert will explore the possibility of such work in his possibly some people from material science or materials engineering. So we'll come back to you. Okay. Then
More thing I have to say regarding other partners. What I have also tried to explore is
please.
St. Xavier's University.
Okay.
Because they mentioned and quoted about the climate disaster livelihood projects that they are running for Sundaram class. And they are proposing for that. And we have some small livelihood investigation of around Salt Lake campus, the street vendor or unorganized sectors. So we are finding some interference because also we have climate change research. So we are exploring the same project of what they are working, or we are working on the Salt Lake unorganized sector livelihood. So that project we will explore with them in order to further investigate.
I'll tell you one thing. The limitation here, the project in Sundarban, it is still in the, they did not get the project. It's a proposal stage. So what I propose is, during this time, if any other intervention, then either the funder or the supporter, they may say, no, we know you, don't know other. So let them get this proposal, let them guess this project, let them do some work, then your proposal may be considered. Yeah, is it okay?
Yes, exactly. And moreover, especially about the food vendors, that is something quite different, except that I feel it is getting
Correct. Because we are investing in the thermal comfort.
That can be a separate proposal.
Yeah, that can be a separate proposal.
It can be done for because only it can be done for Alpha Corporation.
Sure.
And that can be a separate thing.
The collaboration.
So Gunjan, what you can do is you make the phrase and send it to me. So what they said that, and I also project that let it be a separate one, not the Sundarban one. Let them do their own work. Okay. All right. Thank you. From IEM, any other person?
Then I just want to, I have got opportunity to discuss in lengthen way. But what I proposed her as she is working in the biomedical waste now. I have just done one hospital project for that. We are getting some data from there. That project was for energy segment, not for waste. But there is an opportunity to explore the waste of that small scale hospital. So I just want to explore.
No, biomedical waste management. You have done some work,
no.
Right? Then
I've done work for a hospital, energy and their thermal comfort.
Okay.
But as she is working in that segment, and I intend to explore this hospital data that because we have access of that data. So reason we want to explore the
Which data? Which data?
Biomedical waste management of the hospital, small scale person.
You have any exposure on that?
No.
I mean the work. No. Here, what I request you, if both of us having some expertise on a particular area, let us venture those area only. If you are not working on that area, my suggestion, don't go for that. Let her take a collaboration with some other person who has done some work on that. Because you know that I work on biomedical waste, all the waste stream. Biomedical waste management is not a very small area of intervention. It has a very big area. And if you don't have any idea on that, it will be an ocean for you for at least for first 1 year. Right? Sutripta?
Dr. Kumar, what I wish to say is, I don't know, I think I did not elaborate what exactly I was doing. But usually in Indian homes or most of the societies or flats, when we say, the sanitary pads that are used or the diapers that are used, they are thrown along with the other waste. Okay, so I had conducted a survey in the rural and urban area to check how women were dealing with this waste. And not surprisingly, the urban women were mostly throwing it away with the other waste, other domestic waste. Which can be easily composted or something else can be done. But once things get mixed, it's of no use. And whereas the rural women were actually burying it or burning it, which is like more sustainable thing or better thing to do, especially because a sanitary napkin is actually, once used, it is a biodegradable. And it cannot be, and from homes, it's just disposed of like that. So there is no awareness campaign regarding that. There is most of the buildings or most of the big, societies, they have not taken up any program. Only one apartment in Newtown I visited, that is, I don't remember the name, 3 phases or 4 phases. Yeah. Okay, I like it.
And
so
moreover,
they had a program, but nobody else.
Yeah, and moreover, that's not biomedical waste. Okay, that is simply domestic hazardous waste.
Hazardous, but
Okay.
it is.
ठीक है, चलो. अच्छा, Saint Xavier's.
Now, in fact, this one was discussing. So I clarified that we can work on that separately as a
Yeah. That livelihood project for this food, those stalls, right? Those stall guys. Street vendors. Okay. And
other than that, some energy management projects with
meeting was very fruitful as we have discussed lots of things, and the outcome is also very, I would say, very holistic and very encouraging. So we are having 3 moves and number of collaboration and maybe 2-3 papers also in the pipeline. So it's a great thing for our day workout. And with that, I will thank Sadhan sir for his for giving us the opportunity to host this collaborative meeting, and also our director sir and our management, so that we can host it here. And thank you all the participants also for their timely appearance and discussing their in-depth topics. Thank you all.